Hi, I'm Erin from Up and Away Literacy. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the difference between closed and open syllables. And I'll be sharing some strategies for making your instruction engaging and multisensory when it comes to teaching these two types. Before we get started, I would love for you to become a subscriber to our channel if you aren't already. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button below this video. Okay, before we even introduce open and closed syllables to our students, we want them to understand that words are made up of syllables and that there are 6 different types. If you haven't seen our previous video with the 6 types of syllables and a fun song that goes along with it, make sure to check that out. When teaching the 6 types of syllables, I like to use this poster of a clover to help them understand the 6 different types. Open and closed are the first 2 types of syllables that students will learn. These are foundational. Also, there's been research done, which I find totally fascinating, that over 75% of the syllables in words are made up of open and closed syllables combined. So kids are going to be encountering these types of syllables so often in words. We really want to make sure they have a secure understanding of these 2 types. Also, this is going to pay off in the long run when they start to encounter multisyllabic words. Okay, so what's the difference between an open and closed syllable? Let's start with a closed syllable first. A closed syllable is when a syllable has one single vowel followed by a consonant. The consonant closes in the vowel and makes it say its short sound. Let me show you an example of this. Okay, let's take a look at the word met. In this word, which is a 1-syllable word, there's one vowel followed by a consonant. Whenever we see this pattern, one vowel with a consonant after it, it's going to be a closed syllable. I teach this to the students like the consonant is like a door that closes in the vowel and it makes the vowel say its short sound. This symbol that we draw above the vowel is called a breve and it stands for a vowel's short sound. Now in contrast, let me erase this one. The word me has one vowel with no consonant after it. So instead, the door is open. There's nothing closing in the vowel. And so the vowel is going to make its long sound. Now this symbol that I drew above the vowel is called a macron. And this is the symbol that we use for a vowel's long sound. So this is an example of an open syllable. When teaching these 2 types of syllables, I like to use syllable houses that look like this. I print these out, laminate them, and then cut along the door so that the door will open and close. Since they're laminated also, students can write on these with dry erase markers to mark the vowel and the consonant, and then they can wipe it off when they're done. So these have been really helpful. The kids love them. I usually pass one out to everyone at my reading table. I have them write on the houses, practice reading the syllable when it's open and closed, and then they erase and pass it to the person on their right and they try with a new house. If you are interested in downloading these houses, they are free. I'm going to put the link to download in the comments below, so make sure you check that out. Just a side note too, the houses are going to be just black and white. I printed mine on colored cardstock just to jazz them up a little bit. So if we take a look at this word wet, this syllable wet has one vowel followed by a consonant. And this just helps to illustrate that this consonant, the T, is like a door that's closing in that vowel, okay? We also connect it to a hand motion. So we take our arm and we close our arm in like this. This is the hand motion that I teach the students for a closed syllable. This is helpful for a couple different reasons. First, their arm is acting like a door. Okay, so they're closing it in like this. So they're making the connection with the house. Also, when you have your arm and you close it in, you'll notice that your arm is short. It's not long anymore. So that really helps them to connect that when there's a closed syllable, the consonant closes in the vowel, and the vowel is going to make its short sound. Our arm is short. Now, another way that we can make another connection here is that our arm is bent and it kind of forms a brev. Okay, I know it's kind of like a V, but we can connect it with our students to a brev. Okay, now an open syllable is just the opposite. So an open syllable has one vowel and there's no consonant after it blocking it in. So instead of our arm being closed in, we're going to make our arm open like this, just like the door. And then we can also connect this for our students that since it's open, our arm is long. So the vowel is going to make its long vowel sound. We use that macron over the vowel to show that it's making its long sound. And that macron connects to our arm being long. So using our arm as hand motions and the houses really helps students understand the difference between the two types. Again, since these two types of syllables are so commonly found in words, don't worry about spending too much time on these. You really can't. It's crucial that students understand the difference between these two types of syllables. Also, that they have a firm understanding of a long and short vowel sound for each of the vowels. So spend time on these in the beginning, use the houses, use hand motions, and really make sure that your students have mastered these two types of syllables before moving on to the next. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you next time.